Good morning, Unity community. Welcome to the White Stone Ceremony for 2021. You may have heard or read about the White Stone practice in Roman times. It was the custom to give prisoners who had served their sentence, who were being released from prison, a white stone to show that they were free. Only people who were freed would be given such a white stone. They didn't get papers or documentation, but a white stone, a stone to write a new name on. This meant that everything in the past was complete. They had served their sentence, and as such, they were free, free to start a new life. The white stone is mentioned in a verse found in the book of Revelations, chapter 2, 17. Let anyone who has an ear listen to what the Spirit is saying to the churches. To everyone who conquers, who overcomes, I will give some of the hidden manna, and I will give a white stone. And on the white stone is written a new name that no one knows except the one who receives it. Metaphysician Emily Cady, in the book Lessons in Truth, a much-loved Unity book written in 1903, speaks about this verse as well. She focuses on the word manna, which means the word of God, as being heard in the secret place of the Most High, in each of us, where Spirit, the indwelling Christ, resides. And that Spirit has a message for each one of us. It's from these powerful references that two Unity ministers, Reverends David and Guy Williamson, created this transformative ritual called the White Stone Ceremony. Today, we claim freedom. Today, we claim a new beginning for ourselves, and then we write down the name, the message, the Spirit, the God inside has just for us. We write it symbolically on a white stone. This ceremony is a way to enter the new year with a clean slate. Some of you began this process last week with the burning bowl ceremony, where you wrote down what you were ready to release or transform, and you burned it. Today, this white stone ceremony is about freedom, about moving past ways of being that no longer serve you, moving past the limiting strengths or thoughts, beliefs, contracts, vows, and covenants, moving past your beliefs about what you can and cannot be, do, or have in your life. Sometimes our lives change and we are challenged. A significant relationship ends. A loved one makes their physical transition to the other side of the veil. We lose a job. We lose our home. A good friend leaves. There's more month than money. And in these human experiences, we are called to rise above our human circumstances. We are called to overcome the untruths about who we believe we are and to see ourselves and our lives differently. Each one of us has overcome adversity of some kind. Perhaps you're in the midst of an adversity right now that is shaking you to your core, a breakdown of the old, in order to allow the breakthrough of a sacredly evolved version of you and your life. And when change or loss barges through our door, our mind can become flooded with fear and limited beliefs. And this is the gift of adversity. Often we don't even realize we have certain beliefs until we are challenged, and up they come in our face, in our fear-based conditioning and subsequent fear-based reactions. And we find ourselves crying out, why is this happening? I don't know what to do. How will I manage on my own? When will this ever get any better? I've had many experiences of adversity in my life, and I'd like to share one right now that happened just a few years ago, and it was an adversity that I created because I was living comfortably in a house. I'd been there for 11 years, and for some strange reason, I decided it was time to move. I don't even know why, but something inside me was saying, Bob, it's time to move. And so I gave my notice, which left me a month. I had not found a new place yet or anything. I just made the decision. And so I had a month to find a new home, to somehow move all my stuff. I had no vehicle. And I thought, oh my gosh, what have I done? I was in dire straits. I started to panic. I started to get very scared. And then I decided that no, I was going to trust. I was going to trust the universe to take care of the details. It was a huge leap for me to let go of my need to control everything and just trust that somehow it would work out. One of the things I had to move was this huge pile of wood that I had in my backyard. And with no vehicle, I thought, there's no way, how can I do it? But every day I just go out on my deck and just sit and surrender and give it up to Spirit. Okay, Spirit, help me out here. I need your help. And one day I got up, I walked out on the deck, and my brother Dale, who was living with me at the time, was chatting with our neighbor, having a coffee. And I came out and said hello, and our neighbor said, so Bob, do you really want to move all that wood? Yes, I do, I said. Well, let's do it then. I'll take it. And he took it all. 3 days, 3 full days of loading his pickup with wood, and then he would drive off to dump it who knows where, and we would get another load ready, and he'd come back and we'd load that one up, and that went on for 3 days. And on the end of the 3rd day, I sat on my deck and I looked, and all the wood was gone. And I thought, wow, I never could have even dreamed that this could happen. And so it made it easier to trust. And I did each day. And each day, somehow, magically, it all happened. I got moved, I found a new place, and it all worked out. And Spirit did have my back. And it was living in that fear, going through it, that actually created the faith and the trust that allowed me to have a new life. And I think that's what this white stone ceremony is all about. It's about inviting you to call on your faith, to step into your trust and faith, even if you don't know that it's possible or not. To step into that fear of the unknown, because only in doing that will you find the faith, will you know that that Spirit can be trusted. So I encourage you to really step into this ceremony. Believe it. What I have found on the other side of these adversities, when I stopped and was still, and I allowed myself to connect and to know my true divine nature, I could feel and I could know that I was going to be all right. And you can too. We all have this place inside, this place of Spirit, this place of true knowing. And it is vital to our well-being to connect into and listen to Spirit, the Christ Spirit within, not just when we are in crisis, but daily, honing our practices to allow us to live this truth into more and more of our day. To anchor our truth into our physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and energetic body. Today, we are going to practice this listening through the white stone ceremony. This ceremony is a rite of passage into a new beginning, a fresh start. It's a sacred journey, an opportunity to connect and listen within. As described in the words of Emily Cady, learn how to be still and listen to that which the Father Spirit will say to you through the intuitional part of your being. The light that you so crave will come out of the deep silence and become manifest to you from within you, if you will but keep still and look for it from that source. the writer of the book of Revelation, speaks of those who conquer or who are overcoming, which means those who are moving forward with faith and overcoming the challenges that they have in the real circumstances of their lives and being receptive to the highest and the best, even in the midst of these circumstances. To those, a new name is given, a new sense of self, a new sense of life. During the white stone ceremony, what will come to you is a spiritual name or identity, a spiritual name that has been decreed just for you. This is a naming of yourself or a renaming of your life for this coming year that we humans call 2021 in our calendar time. It's a kind of christening with a new name, a new sense of identity, and true christening means Christ finding. This new name may be a title. It may be a new authentic state or quality of living, of being. We're told in the Bible that God's name came to Moses as I am that I am. And so you may choose to start with I am, which symbolizes and expresses the highest and best in your life, your true identity. You might say, I am understanding, or I am healthy, or I am filled with love. Or your new name may express some aspiration or vision. I am a writer. I am a teacher. Let it be revealed from the secret place of the Most High inside you. No one can know it but your own sacred self. If you don't get your new name immediately, just stay with it and know that it will come. Maybe not right now, but it will come. You don't have to force it. You can take the stone home and continue in your own personal meditation to open to your new name for 2021. Just stay open and receptive and allowing. You will know when it is it. No need to second guess. Be still. Know and trust. Please do not write on the stone until you are invited to do so at the time of this ritual that is orchestrated for you. Please do not even hold the felt pen in your hand just yet. Wait until you are invited to pick it up. This ritual is not a mind exercise. I repeat, this is not a mind exercise. This is a sacred heart opening and revelation opportunity. We will start by getting quiet. I will read some guiding insights and statements of affirmation and denial, and I ask that you take them on. I will be speaking as I, but I'd like you to take them on for yourself. That the I is you saying I when I read the affirmations and the denials. Then there will be 2 minutes of silence, and then you will be invited to pick up your felt and write on it. So let us begin. First, I would invite you to hold your tile in your hand, knowing that symbolically the tile represents your white stone, your freedom, just like the released Roman prisoners. Holding your stone, I invite you to drop down, 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 down from your brain mind into your heart mind. Connect the two minds together and thank your brain and its intellectual maze and problem-solving abilities for being a faithful servant to your sacred mind. If you haven't already, I encourage you to close your eyes and to bring your awareness down into your heart. breathing more fully in, and more fully and completely out. Sense your heartbeat. Breathe as though your heart and lungs work together as one unit, expanding them as one unit on the in-breath, emptying them together on the out-breath. Slowly, consciously, feel the stone with your hands. Feel its texture, its temperature, and know that it represents release from old ways of thinking, release from limiting ways of expressing your faith and your creative life force. Release from the old, outdated contracts born of the sense of separation from your source, from all being, from others, from the planet. Turning within even more deeply now, bringing even more of your awareness to your heart and breathing deeply, slowly, effortlessly. Become receptive to that which wants to reveal itself to you and through you. Go within now, deep within, to that secret place of the Most High, to your own secret, sacred garden, within your own sacred heart. Perhaps walking your own beautiful labyrinth to the very center of your sacred garden. Begin to sense that you are not alone, that spirit rests there with you, that it is spirit flowing in and out with your breath, going deeper and deeper into that deepest part of you, where your true identity lies, where you and spirit are one. Feeling one with spirit, with the God of your understanding, however that may be for you. Allow yourself to truly and fully be in that sacred space. Feel the calmness and the peace as you come into the full consciousness, the full presence of pure love. Now, immersed in the presence of divine light and love, where your love and spirit's love are one, are the same. In the presence of your own true divine nature, affirm to yourself, I am free. It is my divine birthright to claim my clean slate, and therefore I claim it now. This moment of deciding to choose my freedom, this is a new beginning, a new day. I see and know myself walking out of bondage, a free expression of God. I see and know myself in a God way, unique, beautiful, handsome, lovable. I learn the lessons that I need to learn for my life experience, and I gather the wisdom gifts of these very experiences so that I can and I am going forward as a free person today. I know my holiness, which means I know my divine wholeness. In the embodiment of this knowing that is beyond mere knowledge, I can and I do consciously release all that no longer serves my highest good. I can and I do consciously go forward in a direction aligned with my higher knowing and my soul essence. I align my ego will with the divine will for my life. I release limitations of compulsive habits that have been holding me captive. I deny their power over me, and I purposefully nourish and nurture my soul, my body, my mind in the sacredness of prayer and meditation. I am a radiating center of divine life. I am sustained from within, and I feel a renewed peace of mind. I am divinely guided. I am free. I am a clean slate. In the silence we are about to enter, Spirit within me reveals my new name, my primary energy signature for this year. I invite it in, and once revealed, I hold my new name in my heart for a moment, and I simply say, thank you. Thank you. I accept. And now, having claimed all that we wish to have for this new year and having released all that no longer serves our greatest and highest good, and now being deeply connected with our true essence, with the divine spirit within our own heart, let us openly go into the silence for 2 minutes and trust and know that a word or a phrase from source will be given to us. And let us rest in our hearts in total peace and calm, knowing this is so. Now, slowly come out of your reverie. Pick up your pen and your stone unless you've been holding your stone, which would be fine as well. And write down whatever came to you, whatever spirit, however spirit spoke to you. And if nothing came, don't worry, it's okay. Just hold it in mind as you go about your day. Take moments throughout the day to pause and to reflect. And ask intentionally for Spirit to give you an answer if you have not received one yet. Say, Spirit, I would like an answer. I would like a word or a phrase that I can use to help guide my path for this coming year. And simply wait, openly, receptively, for an answer. Thankfulness flows over us as we have received our new message or for the highest good of all that we are here to sacredly serve in 2021. We take the initiative to connect, to consciously making time to create sacred space in our lives during this year of 2021. For we know that it's in this secret space that transformation occurs. It's through this act of conscious opening to and being in the sacred silence and listening to Spirit, to the Christ within, that we empower ourselves, creating a sacred sense of freedom. I invite you to look at what you have just written on your white stone. This is your new name, and you, beloved, are free to live life as the unique and magnificent expression of the divine that you truly be. You may choose to share this new name when today's service is over, or you may choose to carry it in silence, close to your own heart. Know that whatever you choose, it is absolutely perfect. And so it is. Namaste.